my only concern about this thing is that we're gonna like violate some copyright and it's not gonna let us post it because we're gonna be playing some music. I'm gonna try to keep it under 20 seconds for any clip. So I'm hoping that prevents any kind of like copyright flags, but we'll see. It's not like we don't own all these CDs and like every form that it was ever released in. We own those versions.
Well, just to let you know, I helped Marion write all of the stuff, and we helped develop when I was a little kid, Alphaville. So you've got
all right. You sounds
right,
good.
Anka?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, Brad.
Hey. How's it going?
Good.
Who is that?
It's Daniella.
Daniella, hey.
Hey.
Welcome.
It just says iPhone, my love. It doesn't have.
Yeah, it doesn't have your name. So do you go by Daniella or Atra?
Either one is fine.
Okay.
Daniella is fine. Yeah, for the sake of whatever.
I know you as Atra, so I don't like. I don't
You
think
can do
Daniella.
That, it's fine.
That's what I was doing too.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Fine.
I got confused in the last podcast because I'm like, Daniella, Atra, which one am I supposed to use?
you can use either one. Well, Atra always is black sheep in Latin. Since I'm a black sheep of my family, it was kind of all those things.
Ah.
That's where that came from. So, still am, by the way. But that's all good. Oh man.
We all are.
Yeah, no kidding, right? No, I'm definitely holding that flag pretty high. Trust me. Oh man.
Well, we have several people here. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Janet said that maybe she'll be late, but she may not make it at all. But I have some pics of hers, and you know what? I wasn't able to like look up and get clips of everything, so we might have to like figure out some of the clips ourselves. So
that's fine.
So you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
Let me do a quick test and see if we can play some audio here because we're going to need to all be able to hear the audio.
Right.
So I'll just, I guess I'll share screen too.
There you go.
Now, let me just play something from Dwyte's memorial, maybe.
Oh, cool. You did that?
This is what it looked like. Can you guys see that okay?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
No.
Okay, I think I need to do something else so you can hear it. Let me see.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Let me see here.
It's
Share sound. I found it. Okay, now try. Now see if you can hear that.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. So this is what his memorial looked like. It was like this stage that was in the middle of nowhere. It was like in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
But it had full electricity.
Wow.
And everything. Listen to the song that's playing here.
Oh, of course. Around the universe. Nice.
So
I'm glad you went, Brian. I appreciate that.
I wish I could have went too. Yeah.
I'm
glad you went too.
It's tough. I know it's tough to make it out there. I mean, it's also it was 115 degrees there the whole time I was there.
It was 102 up here today. That's enough. Thank you.
Oh, let me see what's on this one.
Oh, love it. Perfect.
So anyway, that's pretty much all the video I took. But
yeah, nice.
Thank you.
Let me guys tell you what a surreal experience it was. when so got there, and you know, see those videos, but then when it got dark, there was a storm coming in.
Ooh.
And but behind us were these huge mountains, which I posted a picture of in the channel. And there was like this big storm coming in with like lightning, thunder and lightning coming from behind those mountains. Wow. So we're sitting there facing the stage, and there's this storm coming up behind us with all this lightning, and every once in a while we hear a loud thunder. The wind started picking up and started blowing like things off the stage and stuff like that. And wow. And then just as we were leaving, probably around like 9:30 or 10 o'clock or something, it started to rain.
Wow, that's very unusual.
It was it was kind of I don't know, kind of like kind of added to it. And at the end they had a montage video of Dwyte's life that was really touching. I mean, it showed like a lot of things that he's done over his life, and done coaching and a lot of the videos he's done. And he was really into like video production, and then they had like, you know, Forever Young playing on one of the videos. And it's just it's hard to keep it together.
Oh man.
But but it was I'm really glad I went. I talked to his wife, and she seemed really, you know, she was doing her best to like maintain a positive attitude, and she you know, she was really trying to reassure other people and make other people feel happy, you know.
I talked to her several times.
And then also at the end, her son came out, and Dwyte's son came out and like kind of brought his chair down to level with the audience. And he you know, he basically just talked to the audience sitting in the chair, and expressed, you know, what a void his life is without his dad in it. So it was that was really touching too. So
oh my god.
But yeah, it was anyway, that's these are the mountains I'm talking about. There was like these thunder and lightning. It doesn't look like it now, but it doesn't look, when I got there, it didn't look like it, but this storm started coming from behind these mountains.
Wow.
So
really beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was beautiful there. And it cooled.
Canyon. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. And it cooled down too.
I'm sure.
So it wasn't too bad. There wasn't like 115 or anything later. So fortunately.
Yeah, I remember that first time I ever flew to Vegas, it was 107. It was like, okay, I'm done.
You know what? It's like that all summer long. It's like that the whole summer. So, I mean, at midnight, you're in downtown Las Vegas. It's not unheard of for it to be 100 degrees at midnight.
Yep. That was that summer. We went in July. Bad mistake.
Yeah. Okay, you guys ready to?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do as good a job as Dwyte on this, but I mean, he's got his whole spiel that he does, and he does it professionally. I'm just like winging it, guys. So
you'll do great. You'll be awesome.
Oh yeah.
So let's see. So we asked everyone if they could come up with snippets, and we're talking like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, absolute max of their favorite parts of Alphaville's music. And you know, I don't know about you guys, but like when I listen to Alphaville's music, there are just like 10 to 15 second parts that just make me feel like that's just the most amazing thing I've ever heard in my life, you know.
Yeah, agreed.
It's you know, it's just like, and then I want to go back, or I want to listen to the whole song just so I can hear that one little part again. You know.
Yep, done it.
So so what we did here is asked everyone to come up with their top 5 of those. I like to call them musical climaxes.
Pun the pun.
I'm feeling uncomfortable. Just kidding.
All right, let's keep this PG-13, boys.
I think that's actually a legitimate musical term. Musical.
It is.
climaxes.
It
Yeah,
is.
so-
Oh my word.
Moving along.
Okay, so why don't we just start with since Atra is very talkative, why don't we start with her number 5? What do you think?
All right. Always on me. It's actually, now I'm kind of sad that I didn't play it at the whiskey because Dance With Me, the ballad version, the one that I sent to you, Brad, on YouTube, there's one that Martin Lister does a couple minutes of an intro to, and it just gets me every single time.
Now, did you send me a link to
Knocks me
this?
off my shoes.
You sent me a link to this?
I sent you the YouTube video.
Here, let me see if I can find it really quick. I don't have the links in here.
Yeah, it's and
you sent it to me in
10 seconds. You send it back to me in the messenger.
Oh, that's right. Okay, this is the one where I didn't get I don't know what happened.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the one that you sent. Yeah, but it was just the Martin Lister intro of that.
I think I didn't copy it.
There's that one, and also when they actually only the two of them on stage. The first one they did was at the first concert in Salt Lake City.
Okay, I think this is it.
Yeah. No, it's not that.
Heaven on earth.
It's Heaven on Earth. Yeah, that's my number one, dude.
I love that. I love
Oh.
that. I love that synthesizer.
Yeah.
That is
God, yeah.
so cool.
Oh yeah. No, but the ballad version I'm talking about, Dance With Me, is just literally Marion and Martin Lister on stage. And the first time they did that was at the first concert in Salt Lake City. They decided to keep it on the DVD. And then consequently after that, they played it a few times live on stage. And it was such an emotional moment. There's an interview with Marion who talks about it, especially after Martin passed away. And he just loses it every time he says that. It was one of those impromptu things. They didn't plan on doing that. And they just did it.
Yeah, because they said something on their it was weird how Marion said it, because he says, well, we kind of ran out of things. It's kind of comical, really.
Yes.
And then after he played it, I'm like, are you kidding? I prefer this over the original.
Mm-hmm. Me too, 100%.
That is
100%. Yeah.
I put that when the ladies and Dwyte invited me to do my 10, that was the one that made my top 10.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, oh my gosh. It gets you right in the fields too. Just those two up on stage like that. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Cool.
If I ever get married, that's gonna be my wedding, one of my wedding songs. That version.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, there's no woman that stupid, but still,
you never know.
All right,
you never know, dude. You never know.
Let's take a look at Janet's number 5. She actually wrote something up for each one of these things. She says, "Summer in Berlin has been one of these songs throughout my life that every single year and every time I hear it, I always pause what I'm doing just to hear these words. I am sure most of us think of it as the official, unofficial Alphaville Day." I think she's talking about the 17th of June, right?
Yeah.
And I know Daniella has a bit more information about the date and the meaning behind it. Yeah, I recently learned about the meaning behind it, that it's this big event in history.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it was.
Yeah, after Daniella had explained that to me of my interest of returning back to Germany, I bought a couple of books, and when I opened up the map, there's a road called the 17th of June.
Correct.
Thank the maker, I'm learning my German.
Yeah.
I love it.
Me too.
Okay. My number 5, I actually forgot what it was. I don't even have the name on it, but let's find out.
Brad!
Tempt me, sweet tempest, and shower me with stars. I want to be as beautiful as you.
Oh, man.
Oh, listen to that.
Yeah.
I mean, listen to the dynamics of that voice. I remember when I first, I hate to tell you this, guys, but I somehow came across like a pirated version of that song before it was released. I don't even know where I got it, but it was kind of like a pre-release version of it. But I heard those vocals, And I could not listen to anything else other than that song for like a couple weeks. It was just,
Yeah.
and every time I heard that part,
Uh-huh.
I just get emotional too.
Yeah, I
It's
hear
just,
ya. Yeah.
it's so crazy. That's a great
That's
song.
awesome.
And those songs were written by Mark Ferengo, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? And I told him this at Whiskey a Go Go. I told him, you know, how, or well, I asked like, how the heck does it feel to have written lyrics for an Alphaville song? I mean,
Yeah.
what if I had that opportunity? Wow.
Yeah, right.
To be part of that history. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a great honor for him.
Sure.
Let's see.
Very cool.
Anka has 3, so we'll hold off
Yeah.
on hers till we get to number 3. Okay, let's go on to number 4 then.
All right, my number 4.
Oh, wait a minute. We didn't get Nathan. That's the person I'm forgetting.
Nathan.
What's your number
Nathan.
5?
Nathan.
Mine's, I don't know now. Mine are weird. But,
That's
you
okay.
know, Dwyte said something, and I was thinking about this. And this is one I found out about. And Dwyte had said, you know, sometimes if you get the headphones and you just crank it up, you hear things you haven't heard before.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Which
And
song?
any of them. But the song that I pick, after he fell asleep in death, I listened to the whole thing of Afternoons in Utopia.
Mhm.
And at the very end of, it's the very, very, very end of Fantastic Dream.
Okay.
You have to crank it up. It's really weird. It's very odd because
Sorry.
you get way at
The very, very end?
the very, very end. I mean, further beyond, because all it is this: when you listen to it, and I'll explain it. When you're listening to it and you crank it up, you hear some dude in the back going, and I'm like, I've never heard that before. It's like, they just
Really?
continue to- it's very sparse. You have to
Let's-
listen to it.
Okay, let's see if we can hear it. Oh, I hear it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait to the end. When you crank it up, you hear the, and
Yeah.
I've never heard that before, and that's
Really?
I can hear it.
Yeah.
when you
It's
crank
a
it
little
up,
voice
it's
in there,
really defined. Like, I don't know if it's Marion or what, but
Yeah.
I went back because Dwyte had said that, and I've always listened to it with my headphones, but I know it's
Right.
kind of a weird thing, but it is, when your headphones are on, it is gorgeous. I mean, that
Oh,
song.
That's as loud as I can play it.
That's amazing.
That's
You
an
know what
awesome
that reminds
effect. I
me
never
of?
thought of that.
That's just mine. That's one of mine.
Cool.
It reminds me of Gregorian chants.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Totally. I mean, when you just said, and he just played it, I went, whoa, how cool. That's probably, I don't know. That's a good question.
Which is weird. I listen to Gregorian chant every once in a while. I don't have any religious connection to it,
Yeah,
but
right. Yeah.
I just love the sound of it.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. Same thing. Totally. It's awesome. I don't know, a
Okay.
little tidbit there. Did you know who's behind that?
What?
Oh, you boys need to know your 80s pop music.
What do
He's a producer who married Sandra, who is a German pop star, who's coming with Modern Talking and band to LA.
I'm
Her
gonna see.
husband is Michael Cretu, and he's the one who created it. Maybe Enigma sounds familiar to you.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
behind-
yeah.
Same guy. Same guy.
Really?
Yeah,
So-
same
yeah,
guy.
sounds like Enigma.
Man,
Yeah,
Antra,
same guy.
I want to go down where you live. You take a day off. I'll pay for your work day, and we got to talk.
Are any of you guys going to see Sandra in LA?
I won't be able to make it because I'm working overtime right now. We are so busy. We'll be able
Bummer.
to make it. I was thinking about it.
I'll be there on Saturday.
Oh, Brad, I love you, man. I
Yeah.
have an autograph from 1987.
I'm there for Sandra. I
She's
love
awesome.
Sandra's
She is
music.
Sweet. She's a very sweet lady.
Yeah.
We
And-
were flying down to France, going to the film festivals with my French class. She was on the airplane. My brother was flipping out because he had a huge crush on her. She signed everybody's autograph. I still have it to this day. She was one of the sweetest people you want to meet. Very, very nice.
I'm
Very
kind of,
nice.
I'm lost. What are you guys talking about?
Sandra.
Sandra.
Yeah.
It's a German, I think she's
Pop
German,
star.
right?
Yeah, she's
German
very
pop
good.
star. You got to look up Sandra and listen to like some of her greatest hits. And
Heaven Can Wait is my favorite song.
that's my favorite song too.
Get out of here, really? You're
Okay,
a song,
I'm
Brad.
sorry, Atra. We got to have a detour. We got to have a
It's all
detour.
good.
We got to
Yeah.
listen to the snippet from Heaven Can Wait. Okay,
Yes!
Oh,
I love you,
we got to
Brad.
listen to it. I've got it right here.
And actually, make
think
sure
it's
it's
here.
who sings the background on that.
Okay, I'll find it. Anyway,
Yeah. There it is.
trying to find it. Where the heck is it?
That's what
I'm sorry. Let me find it here.
That's awesome. Oh,
Okay, that's not the part. This is coming in. Okay, it's right here. It's right here. I think you know what I'm talking about, Atra. Here,
yes,
right there. I love that.
yes.
that's awesome.
That's my childhood right there, man.
Right there.
Woo-hoo.
That just puts a smile on my face every
it
time.
Yeah, me too.
Is it just Sandra?
Yeah, just
What?
Sandra.
Yep.
And-
Can you
Just
see
Sandra.
this? Is
And
it?
that-
Oh, you can't see it. Let's see.
Uh-uh.
All right, I'll find it.
That whole song is awesome. And then
Oh, love it. The
and then
video,
what
too.
what I have is a 2 CD set, Nathan, called The Very Best of Sandra.
Yeah,
It has all her best songs on it.
yeah, she's got
And
a
I
ton
love
of them.
all those songs.
They're very,
my wife-
very good.
Does she do a song called "The Heat of the Night"?
Yeah.
Yes. In the heat of the night. Yes.
Yeah, my wife makes fun of me because when I'm playing that song, because it just keeps on saying the heat of the night over and over again.
That's awesome.
Okay, we got to get back to
Yeah,
our
no
business
kidding.
here.
Sorry to divert there.
Oh man, I can't believe you like Sandra and you like Heaven Can Wait, because that's
Oh,
my favorite song of
song of
hers.
I blast that song in my car every time it comes on my shuffle. Oh my gosh! And I totally sing at the top of my voice. People luckily can't hear me, but they look at me like, "What the heck is that crazy thing doing?"
Yeah, we're kindred spirits here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see if we can find this piano intro for the deep. Let me try to find it
Oh,
really quick.
love that. That's my
Um,
number 4.
Yeah, that's your number 4. Let me.
Yep. Ugh, that
It's gonna
just
take me a
gets-
little bit longer to find. Okay,
That's okay.
so we need the D.
Yeah, I'm still a little butthurt that it ended up down on the bottom of the list, but that's okay.
Oops, the 2 E's would help. Okay, here it is. So it's just the very beginning.
The step here.
Oh,
Look
God,
at
I
that.
love that.
This is beautiful.
Ah,
Just those notes.
Deep in myself.
And of
And
course,
then that
Proven his
vocals come
voice
in.
right
Wow.
that's
Yeah,
my favorite
that-
song on that album.
It just kills me every time. I love that.
Beautiful. I totally agree. That
Yeah,
is
that's
great.
just- Oh.
Those
Can't
are
help it.
excellent lyrics too.
Yeah.
I still can't
What is that?
believe his second language is English.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of comments about that. He's a poet. I mean, I talked to him about that. I gave him my book, of course, in LA. And he actually commented on that on one of the chat rooms. So I'm like, oh my word. That was pretty cool.
That is awesome.
So
I gotta have you autograph mine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I will definitely do that for you.
So
Yeah,
beyond the laughing sky
Oh.
is Janet. She says, "Beyond the laughing sky, one of my
Yeah.
absolute favorite songs. It blows my mind every time I hear it, especially
Yeah.
the part where David's guitar solo is the icing on the cake, so to speak."
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Good
see,
point.
where do you guys know where the guitar solo is? In the middle, beginning, or end?
Yeah, to more middle towards the end, I think.
Ah,
The point of no return. Next to heaven's gate.
This
hits
is
a high note.
this is an amazing song. I
Oh.
admit
It's
it is
about
so
his
good.
wife.
Wow. That is awesome.
Yeah.
I have to agree with Janet.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah,
is
yeah,
an
yeah.
amazing, and some of these I don't really think about all the time. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it makes
Yeah.
me appreciate these songs better when I hear
Yeah.
that other people really appreciate these parts.
Oh, it's amazing.
Okay.
You're amazing.
This is so much fun. Oh man.
Okay,
Yeah, I
here's
love
my number 4. Again, I don't even remember what it is, but I'll talk about it after we play it.
All right.
Please make this message to understand.
Yeah.
I love that
The
part right
guitar
there.
yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
the first time I heard that, I was I had just I had driven from my work to Aaron's Records in LA just so
Mhm.
I could buy that Prostitute album.
Yeah.
And I was so excited to listen to it. I listened to it on the way home and I heard that song and it's like, wow, it's like this band is talking to me,
Yeah.
directly,
That's
it's
a good one.
just beautiful. Okay. We're not to Anka's yet. Do you have one for number 4, Nathan?
I do. What was it? The middle of the riddle.
Oh,
Oh,
I love you, Daniela.
I'm taking this. Man.
this one's just to make Daniela happy.
Oh
Not very
no.
serious, nothing but a big surprise.
Oh no. I need earplugs.
Okay, cover your ears.
Here we go.
Okay, which is that the part you like?
The one right after that. I mean, no, just keep playing it. Hold on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that part. Yeah,
Oh
that's awesome. I have to admit, I do like Middle of the Riddle.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
When I was helping Marion write that, I was thinking of Daniela.
Oh, right, Nathan.
But-
Anka just texted. She goes, "Oh no, not that."
And for all those of you listening, that was obviously a joke. I've never helped Marion write anything.
We know that. I mean,
Oh,
we were surprised that you didn't. No.
For licensing issues.
that's hysterical.
Speaking of licensing issues, the more we talk over the songs, the less likely we're going to get any copyright hits. So
Right, yeah.
feel free to talk over the songs.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you're conscious of that, Brad. Appreciate that.
Okay, very good, very good. Are we ready to move on to number 3? You
Yeah,
guys,
start with Anka's number 3, so we can talk about that one.
sounds good. We need to talk about Anka's next.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, here it goes.
I am the lie. No, 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 no,
That is classic.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she wrote something to that. Did she send that to you, Brad?
Let me see if I have something what she said. I
She
think
sent
I
it
didn't
to
copy
me. I
it.
can read it if you want.
Feel free to read it.
Yeah. So Nevermore's number 3, live versions. She just loves Nevermore on live concerts, and then especially the section with the drums, like a heartbeat pounding on and on, or a clock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, and then the guitar coming in, and just has a good ride forward, she says, and makes you jump for joy, and it just goes on and on. That's what she wrote about that one.
I totally agree. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's a good song. It's kind of dark, but it's a good song.
Yeah. Let's see. Outra Daniella's.
Yeah.
Let's see, what do you got
My
here?
number 3.
Oh yeah. How can you not just love this?
Oh, dude.
Let's play a little bit of this.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
If I could find my okay. This one I have to pull up. A million copies of Lassie Come Home.
Yep. Oh, just
It's good. It's beautiful.
oh.
You guys remember when this started playing in the concert?
Oh
and
God, yes, I love.
can you
Oh,
believe?
there you go. That intro.
You know,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
it's so good.
I love it. It's so sweet. It's so. I just love it.
Beautiful.
It's quite long too. Yep. Totally.
That's as much as I dare play, but it is.
And after that whole time, after Anka, Daniella called me on the phone and gave me that awful news about Dwyte. I just loved that song, and I had to put myself together. And the following day, I made some time after lunch, and I sang that song for Dwyte.
Yeah, awesome.
I went to just a place, and
oh wow, that's
his
awesome.
memory. And then you know, not to be like that, but you know, it's just like keep on riding on.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Shout it out, shout it out. That's what you did tonight, Brad. You shout it out. Shout it out.
There you go.
Thanks again, Brad. This is a great.
Brad, what's
No
yours?
problem. I didn't play my number 3. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Listen to that. Listen to the dynamics of that
Yeah.
voice. It's so
give you that.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Well,
beautiful.
you just stole my next one. You beautiful man, Brad. Carol Nestor.
Well, okay, let me just say something about that one. That is like, I don't know how to explain it, but that song just brings me to like another planet somewhere. It just takes me to another like fantasy world somewhere. It's just an amazing song.
I agree. I can see that totally.
I know a lot of people, because of how it is, you know, because of sedative holidays, it's got that kind of tone to it. That one part that you played where he goes, my part on that I was going to choose was the one where it says, I'll break the path. I'll find the path. Yes, Carol wants to go to Master.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Musically, just like a crescendo.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Are the lyrics, yes, Carol wants to go to Masters? I think it's yes, Carol wants to go to Mars.
That's what it is. I just.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't have it wrong.
No, you didn't.
By the way, Nathan, I love that part too.
No, I just got
Carol wants to go to Mars.
Sorry.
And you know what? My mom's name is Carol too.
Oh,
so it kind of has like.
So is
I
mine.
don't know.
My mom's name's Carol.
You got to be kidding me!
No.
What?
Carol.
No way!
What? What a coincidence!
That's a coincidence.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm learning all kinds of
Wow.
stuff. I'm learning all kinds of stuff. This is amazing.
Oh my God. This is amazing.
Wow.
Thanks for the
Wow.
correction. I'm kind of embarrassed now. I mean, because I just got
Why?
No.
Don't be.
Because I got that.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, we did this one. I'm getting lost here. Let's see. Janet's, I don't think we did for number 3.
Nope. You gotta do Janet.
Inside Out. Such a beautiful
Oh.
moment and poetic lyrics before the chorus begins. Let's take a look at that really quick. Inside Out. Yeah, this is awesome.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Listen to how full that synth is.
Yep. Magic.
Ah,
Beautiful.
Like the universe is speaking.
And then if that's not good enough,
Your handful of eyes sent from the earth.
wow.
Woo,
That
it was
is a great intro. Janet
It was
is right again.
yeah. That is so gorgeous.
So gorgeous.
fun.
I got that album when I first moved out of my parents' house, I remember. So I was like,
Wow.
I was kind of like living alone in a condo, and I was like, playing that song and kind of like not having any like not knowing where my life was going to go. And so it's like each one of these albums, when you get it, it makes you remember a certain part of
Yeah.
Time
Right.
capsule. I remember when that album came out, it was I got it at a place It's like a Borders Books, and I had to special order it, and it came from
Oh, wow.
and all this stuff. And so when I finally found it, I got it. I couldn't listen to it at first because I thought I'd be cheating on Brooke, not listening. And I was just sitting there, you know, I had the good Nathan on this side and the bad Nathan.
Oh, that's awesome. That's hysterical.
Yeah, we didn't have our, you know, the Alphavillian family then. It was just Brooke and me, you know.
Right, yeah, wow. Dude, that's awesome, man.
I didn't know there'd be a Brad, an Anka, a Janet,
Right.
a Daniella, a Dwyte, all these beautiful
Yep.
people.
See, just when we think that we're the number one Alphaville fan, then all these other people come along, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, thanks, Brad.
Well, I didn't know all you guys existed, so
Yep,
it's
same
it's
here.
awesome to know that someone else gets it, you know.
Yeah, oh God, yes, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Nathan, I was talking about that earlier. It's like, it's just such a family that we became. And it doesn't matter where you're from, you know?
Yeah.
It's really neat. I love it.
Okay, so are we on number 2 now?
Yes,
Or
we
did,
are.
did you do your number 3, Nathan? I think you did. I'm getting lost here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
you
let's
did.
do Anka's number 2 then.
Which is Inside Out. And she
Oh, it's
also
Inside
wrote
Out.
something about it.
Well, let's see.
I can read
Okay,
it.
why don't you read it first and then we'll
Yep.
play it.
Okay, she wrote, the song is magic, hope, desperation, love, unresponded love. He is still wanting her to find his lips. She never reaches his lips. Leaves me either devastated or hopeful, depending on my own mood. Especially the things towards the synth tone vanishing into the air at the very, very, very end.
Mm.
Awesome. Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow,
It's a cool sound.
Yeah.
It's a really cool sound.
Powerful.
that is great. That is the clip that she wanted, you think, right?
Yeah,
I
like
don't know.
towards the end. Yeah, the last part of it.
That's what I thought. Cool.
Yeah, yeah, very nice.
Okay.
All right. Now this
Let's
is
see
going to
what
be a
Trip's
surprise,
got.
probably for most.
Oh, Nevermore. That is such a good song. Wow.
Yeah, but it's the bass line in it.
Let's see.
That
If
is one of the
you need to
only
help me
songs.
find it.
Yeah, there's one of the only songs where Alex actually kind of opens the song with that bass line.
So how far into the song are you thinking?
Literally right in the beginning.
Oh, right in the beginning. That's what you just said.
Yeah, when it right starts.
Oh,
boom,
yeah.
That bass is right there. There you go. Boom.
Yep.
Second note. This is one of the only ones. It reminds me of Queen.
Yeah.
You know, like with that bass line. In the throughout the whole song, it's like the heartbeat of the song. It's
That
not
is-
so much the drums anymore. It's that bass line. It's just so profound. I love it.
That sounds cool. I love it too.
Yeah, that is just it's really loud, and I love that. It underscores that darkness in that song.
And then later in the song, it just like all hell breaks loose.
Yeah,
you know? I mean, it's
exactly.
just so
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, it is. I love it. When they played that live on stage, I was screaming my head
Oh
off.
yeah. And they had that
Oh.
that strobe and everything. And
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, my
man.
God, yes.
so cool.
Totally, bro.
I love like when I saw at the whiskey or when I watch other concerts that they're doing. I
Mhm.
love the background art and pictures and all that
Mhm.
stuff that moves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
That was a really cool screen in the background.
I love all
that.
that.
Did add
Yes.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, here's my number 2. I think I know what this is.
Ah,
Oh, come on. Yes. Woo. Yes. 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 Sweet.
You know, I have never heard a synth melody as good as that in any
Yeah.
other song since I first heard it back when I was like 15 years old. You know,
Wow, yeah.
it's like
Fair
you just
enough.
you can't. There's something about it. It's simple, but it's just like just brings you these feelings of joy, and
Mhm.
it's just
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
so good. And I remember when I was so okay. Let me tell you a little a stupid story. Back in 1999 for the Salt Lake City concert,
Mhm.
they played Summer in Berlin, and they played that melody that I just played,
Mhm.
and it sounded so awesome.
Yeah.
And then when the DVD came out, there was some problem just
Oh.
with that song,
Oh, you guys.
and
Oh,
we didn't
no.
get that. We didn't get that melody in it. Like, we didn't get we
Oh.
didn't get the whole song in there. So
Oh,
I was
man.
so disappointed. But I've heard it played by the band many other times live now,
Yeah.
so I'm
I'm
not so brokenhearted.
You're just gonna have to have a correspondence with Mary Gold and get an autographed album or something. I
Yeah,
mean,
right?
I have autographed albums.
well,
Yep.
we need another.
Another one. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am autographed, so I'm good.
I'd love for all
I
my
know.
I need every single thing I own to be autographed. Oh, you are autographed. That's right.
Yeah.
You got
Literally was autographed.
That's
Yep.
right.
I was
Yep.
peeking when Marion was signing it and everything.
Oh my God.
That is awesome.
You know, he actually had tears in his eyes when I explained it, but I put the lyrics, the chorus to Heaven on Earth on there. He just looked at me, he's like, oh man. I'm like, sorry.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool moment. Never
Okay.
forget it.
Let's see what Janet's is.
Yes.
Flame.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people like Flame.
Oh.
The vocals are so incredibly haunting, and
Mhm.
just reach out and grab my heart. It's a moment in the song where it's leaving the past hurts behind and going toward a better and brighter future.
Fair enough.
Play a little bit of Flame here.
I love that song too. Oh, God.
I love it. It's so good.
Mhm.
Just wanna.
I felt so low. My whole life just seemed to be a senseless quest for an believer. Peace deep in our hearts.
Wow.
All things must pass, but we'll be together again.
Mm.
Wow. Just
Ooh.
it just gives me the chills just to listen to it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
I can't
Definitely.
listen to that song without being emotionally moved.
same. Yeah, it has a lot
Same
of meaning
here.
to me too. Yeah.
Same
Definitely.
here.
It's
Ooh.
funny how some people, I love and value the opinions of others
Mhm.
with our Alphaville stuff.
Yeah.
I've heard many people see that as loss as everything. When I heard that song,
Oh,
I was thinking, for me and my private stuff, that was kind of like, that's what I was saying to the creator for thanks for my life and all that. Hey, I found you. That's it. It's so neat, the different perspectives that people get.
yeah.
When I hear their important thoughts, it adds to that.
Hmm.
I just like that. I love all these things. I always thought a certain way, and I hear Brad's
Okay.
opinions, and yeah.
I have an addendum to that.
Good.
Now, when you hear that, Maren did not explain this at the whiskey, but that one I went to subsequent concerts in Germany. One of them was Schwarzenegger. We met Anka actually, and he explains that it's really a love song to the fans. So he's carrying our flame forward. That's what he explains before
Oh,
they
wow.
play that song. The crowd
Yeah.
goes nuts every time.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Forgot about that, I guess.
talked
I
about
thought
it
that
before.
Ivory Tower was when I first heard
That's-
Ivory Tower, I said, I think that's dedicated to us.
That's
Mhm.
exactly what
No,
I
it's
thought.
actually Flame. Flame.
I've always thought of Ivory Tower as a song for the fans because-
It is, but Flame is the one.
because he
Really,
says
the official, huh?
I sent you
Yeah.
songs about so many things, and he starts
I
naming
am
all the
a dog
songs.
skipping way. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but Flame is the one where he wrote that when he's kind of depressed and he's thinking about, it's kind of, 10,000 years between the next Alphaville album. He kind of wrote that as an anthem to the fans, which in the beginning wasn't like that, but then over time it became that.
well.
And he
a-
explained that a couple of times on stage. Yeah.
after
so
after
neat.
this, I'm going to listen to that song again with that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really kind of because he really does not like to talk about the meaning of Alphaville songs. If you guys
Yeah.
been listening to the podcast that he's coming out with his daughter. he
Yeah,
talks
super
about it.
interesting. I'm watching them
Yeah.
like as soon as they come out.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. And he talks about it. It's like, I don't like to talk about it, but every once in a while he'll drop us a little tidbit like that, you know? And he did it live on stage a few times, the concert that we saw in Germany. He talked about it every single time right before they played the song.
Right.
So it's just, and takes a nice big bow at the end and just says thank you to everybody. It's really cool.
He's so awesome.
So Nathan, do you have a number 2?
Yeah, you know, when Dwyte was doing this, I thought it was going to be a little bit different. So that's why my things are kind of sparse here. This is from this 5-inch compact disc maxi single.
Oh,
Is that big in Japan?
Yeah, for the audience
nice.
can't see this. It's the big in Japan one. Now, this was during the time when I had never heard any of them speak or anything. And on one of these, I think it's the Freedom Mix.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody does this weird, I'm really gonna like this song. And then he started doing it. That whole thing, I was like, that's so cool. And so I like that. And I don't know who said that. Was that, I never heard Ricky's voice. I don't know what the guy sounds like.
I don't think he ever sang on any of them.
Let's see, where is that? I thought
It's a weird one. I think it's a Freedom Mix or the.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's on First Harvest, isn't it? But it's one of the let's see, where's another?
It might be that.
I thought it was on First Harvest.
It could be.
Let me go back to First Harvest.
Oh, no. First Harvest is just the standard. This was like it was a special thing that they did.
I thought the first I heard it was like a special, like a bonus track on First Harvest.
First I heard it was with this CD. It's all, I just kept it here. It's still busted up because it came like that in shipping.
Here it is.
Yeah, I know it from the CD Nathan has as well.
Isn't it Culture Mix?
Yeah, it could be. Hit it. Right there.
This is it. Yeah, it's on First Harvest. At least the US release. We're very excited.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Nice.
We're very excited about this new song.
Yeah. Who is that speaking on that?
I don't know.
No idea.
I thought it was Ricky.
I have no idea. Yeah, this is okay. I kind of like that intro. Let's see, what is the rest of this song? Yeah, I mean, those modern drums, I don't know if I like them as much as the
I just
original,
like
but-
that beginning part. And the reason why I like that one, because I listened to that sound over and over and over again, and I broke it down in German. And in German, it's translated, Nathan is the greatest Alphaville fan ever.
Oh, me.
Okay, guys, are we ready for number 1?
Yes. Absolutely.
Man, Nathan, you have really interesting ones. I almost forgot about that that version of Big in Japan.
I hope it's good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The quirky stuff. I like it.
Okay,
I don't think Brad heard me. I hope it's good, interesting. I hope it's good, interesting.
Oh yeah, no, definitely good, interesting. Definitely good, interesting.
I'm having fun with you, bro.
These my
Definitely.
memories.
I wish I would have met all of you a long time ago, but
I know, right?
with your interest too, Brad, we would have had so much fun growing up.
Oh,
I know.
God,
I know. Where were all the Alphaville fans when I was growing up? Jeez.
I
yeah. I know. Thank you. Same here. And I freaking grew up in Germany. Good God.
Well, hey, I'm already making this time machine for Anka, so I'm gonna go back and do that.
Okay, Daniella or
Yeah.
Atra,
let's go with-
do you have something to say about Anka's number 1?
Yes, she did. Her number 1 is Beyond the Laughing Sky. And she says, it starts out so romantic, like the declaration of love. It's deep. And all of a sudden, an explosion of feelings leaves her shaking in awe with goosebumps all over. Back guitar again.
Amazing.
She likes actually the beginning of it, where it kind of starts out slow and then just boom, explodes
Yeah,
into
that's
that
it.
whole
Well,
thing.
Maybe I'd better try to pull that up then. Let's see.
Yeah, the beginning of it. which is really nice and mellow and kind of, he's talking about, it's actually, I asked him that question to Whiskey, is this about your wife? He just starts laughing. He was like, I can't believe this close that. Yeah, you just busted yourself, Marion. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. With that light bulb going across the stage.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yep, in the background.
Sometime.
That's really good.
Oh,
Gosh, I can live 1,000 lives 1,000 times and never get tired of Marion Gold's voice.
amen to that. And Nathan, you just nailed that. That's exactly how I feel. It's so
Nothing
unique.
beats. I've never heard another voice anywhere near like that. I mean, there's other like 80s synth voices that try to emulate it, but none can do it.
He can sing opera for crying out loud. He has done that. Wagner, actually.
Wagner?
Yes. Once they got him, in Berlin. This is a not very well-known thing. He did do opera on stage for a season. Yes, he did. Wagner.
Boy, after him writing song Beethoven, I'm surprised he did. I'm surprised he would do Wagner stuff.
No, well, his favorite composer is Mendelssohn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's heaven.
Which is fantastic. Yeah, see, Anka just said it too. Thank you. Anka just said it. She just texted it. But yeah, no, definitely. He likes classical music, but Mendelssohn is his favorite.
Yeah. That's another thing. I've noticed that Anka stuff, I don't think I've ever it doesn't matter, but I have never disagreed with any of her choices, her opinions on anything.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I mean, she kind of like raised my awareness on a couple things that so. Hey,
Daniella, can you, I don't mean to dominate this, Brad, but Daniella, can you say that Atra is a winner in German? I want to hear that. Yeah, say it.
What is wrong with you?
All right. I'll learn it myself and say it.
Use Google Translate.
Well, I got Duolingo.
Okay. I'll do
it. Do it.
Gewinner.
One more time.
Atra ist ein Gewinner.
Ein Gewinner.
Or you can also say Atra ist ein Sieger.
Atra is Sieger.
Yeah. Or Siegerin if you're going to want to go female. There's the male and the female version.
Yeah. I had that thing before I closed that. This is Alphaville related. I got this Alphaville Afternoons in Utopia songbook. You got to find it, Brad. And it's all written in the tongue of actuality there. See that? And the beautiful Atra translated that for me, and I still have it. And she even came back and read it, and I have it on my sound.
Oh my word!
Is there musical scores in there?
Yeah.
Nice. There you go.
Whoa, my kids can play the piano. I'm gonna have to get that and have them play it.
I know you're a good guy, and I'm sure you're a good dad, but you teach them to play some Alphaville songs, and you'll be a great dad.
Well,
Anka was translating that for you. That wasn't me.
Huh?
I think that was Anka that translated that. I didn't do that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you said me.
I said, I'm sorry, I meant Anka.
It was Anka, yeah.
I'm sorry, Anka.
I translated für dich, for you, for Janet.
Yeah.
That's the one I did.
Well, I keep getting all weird because inside here, and this poor Brad, inside I think about this because there's in the Afternoons in Utopia now after I met Anka. Okay, has that on the bottom it says for Inca. I read it for Anka.
Yeah, no, that's two different names, but okay, close enough.
Well, if my kids play those pieces, then they will be rewarded. So
I'll see if I can find you a copy, Brad.
Oh,
yeah, where did you get that? I mean, can you buy it?
I got this at Amazon.
Okay, I'll look for it. I'll look for it. I would love to get that.
It's got some color photos.
Yep.
And at the end, it's got a fold down little poster there.
But it's in German.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes it better.
But the musical notes aren't in German.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Funny.
That's a good
universal language, Brad.
Music is the universal language, the Esperanto.
Yeah.
That's it.
And they even have the smile, SMI, with the second power, L and E.
Why?
They have it all written out and everything.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right,
Okay.
you guys ready for my number one?
Audra's
Yeah.
number one, Heaven
All
on
right.
Earth. So just the intro,
Martin
right?
Lister intro.
Do you have something you want to say about it before we start it?
Yeah, that one, when I first heard, now Heaven on Earth, most of you guys don't know, but that's the chorus is tattooed on my left side. That song is very special meaning to me. And when there's a live concert where Martin Lister does like about a 2-minute intro of that song, to this day, I cannot get through it without literally losing it. I get so emotional when I hear that, and just the care that he took to make those notes hit the way he did, and just make that sound all come together. And then when Marion just jumps in with his voice, it's just like, I'm done. I'm a blubbering mess. I will openly admit that. No, well, no to Carson, thank you, but you're not Martin Lister. My apologies. But this guy, oh my God. Oh,
Yes.
Wow.
I remember.
yeah. Oh.
God, that takes me back.
It's just so emotional for me.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's just, I
remember
don't know
now.
why.
I'm sorry, we got to get to some vocals here.
You know that love's the answer.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
I know.
The
It's-
greatest
you know,
ruling
the
force.
emotion in it. Oh.
This whole
Oh,
podcast,
yeah,
just
yeah.
us like gushing over these songs.
Oh my word, dude. That
You
know,
particular one. Oh,
It's almost hard sometimes for me because I know it's going to get like this, and I get all.
Yeah.
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 The lessons of the world.
I like what is it? And but not because it's cheap. I love that.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing lasts forever. That doesn't mean it's cheap.
Nothing lasts forever. That's not because it's cheap. That is so
Yeah.
cool.
Exactly. That's so true.
I don't know why, but that just brings like all this deep meaning to
Oh.
that simple phrase.
Keyboard again. Oh my
That's so cool.
God. Oh.
Okay, we got to move on, unfortunately. That's so cool.
That is unfortunate.
It is
Well.
unfortunate.
It's most unfortunate.
Yeah, right?
Okay, it looks like we're ready for my number one. And
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys are gonna think, I don't know. You should have come up with something more interesting, Brad. But
Come
to
on,
me,
Brad.
to me, this is the most interesting thing ever.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow.
That build up to those trumpets. That's the
Great song.
reason.
Yeah, no,
That's
you're
the
right.
reason I could listen to that song any day of the week, any number of times. I never get tired of it ever.
Fair enough,
I
fair
never
enough.
get tired of that song.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And that build up is just like
Yeah.
it's so great. And without that whole trumpet finale there, it wouldn't be the same song. It would not be as good of a song.
Yeah. You know, that song is, I mean, the whole album, but that song in particular, my buddy
Mhm.
Lee from England,
Mm-hmm.
says, man, I know you like your country, you like
Ah.
different stuff, but what's your, I mean, back then I was a big Jimmy Buffett fan, and that was my main thing, and the Eagles, that's, you know, that's why I
Oh, I
listened.
love the Eagles.
And, you know, I hear a little bit of Depeche Mode and stuff back and forth, but
Yes.
it just didn't get me. And then Lee said, you know what, I think you're going to like this because you like this slow stuff, this stuff
Mhm.
painting, you know, he laughed kind of at it and he played for Young. And I said, you are right. This guy, man,
Yeah.
who is this? He goes, this is a
Yeah.
band in Germany called Alphaville.
Yep.
Well, I wish I had the clip handy, but there's one part where there's like, I think it's in the Forever Young special edition,
Yeah.
ultra super special edition. There's a documentary in there where they're talking about the making of Forever Young and the
Yep.
album. And at one point, Marion says, you know, like if I was a religious person, I'd
Right.
say that God told us to do it, you know.
Yeah.
And I
know.
nearly like fell over off my chair when I heard that, because that's how I've always felt about that song in particular. I've always felt
Yeah.
like, you know, God inspired these guys to make this song for us, you know. that's how I've always felt about it. So
Yeah, I remember you saying that when the ladies and Dwight interviewed you
right.
Mhm.
on that.
Yeah.
Kind of neat. You know, and two was I remember, you know, it's funny as going back and visiting these great feats of music that we've loved so much. And I try to every once in a while put my mind back. And I remember that stuff because when I was a kid, I'm older than all you, but you know, they had these little things as ducking underneath desks and stuff. I mean, that was during the time of the Cold War.
Yeah,
Oh
sure.
yeah. I
Yeah.
remember doing that.
Reagan was running the show at that time. And I remember, I mean, because Marion always had this kind of, you know, the stuff that was going on, but
Oh
you know,
yeah, totally.
and the plea that he said, it wasn't even disrespectful. Heaven can wait. You know, we'll watch it, you know. I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good point.
That's
Yeah.
what Sandra tells us too.
There you go. Exactly. Yes.
Okay,
Well,
here's
different connotation, but yeah.
yeah, different connotation. Okay, Janet says, I have always loved the extended version of Mysteries of Love, and
Oh, that's
especially
good.
what I refer to as the duet part when Patty Galore,
Yeah.
both vocals are matched so perfectly and the energy is so incredible. And if it's the radio edit where they cut most of this out, I feel like it's nowhere near as good a song. Cutting it to a mere 10 seconds was really tough. Okay, so I hope I got this right, but here's the part that I found.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Anka agrees too. Yeah.
I'm in love with you.
Yes.
100%.
That is-
I was gonna pick
That's
that.
amazing.
Is that a lady back there?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
always
but
kind
you
of
s-
wondered if that was Ricky Eccoletti back there, and he had another kind of like Marion and what's that dude's name I like? Morgot. Help me out here, Audra. Morgan.
What? Huh?
Morgan Harkett. Uh-huh.
Oh, Morton Harkett. Yeah.
No,
Uh-huh.
I thought it was somebody like Marion
Well-
that had that
well-
pitch.
Well, Janet
Yeah.
says that it's Patty Galore.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know who that is, but
Well, and that's why the creator made Google.
yeah, we need to look.
Dr. Google knows everything.
Should I look it up really quick?
Oh man. Well, see, Marion always had to think about singing with females until he did the show Sing My Song. And he kind of regretted that decision a long time ago. He wouldn't sing with ladies at all. He would refuse to.
Is
Like a
it
duet type thing, wouldn't do it.
I wonder if you did Patty Galore. What's
I don't
that?
know who that is.
I'll find it.
The way this is how she's spelling it.
Patty
Mhm.
Galore. Both.
Might be Patty though. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, it looks like it is. Here's the discography. Well, I guess we could maybe listen to one of her songs on. You can see I like Better Call Saul.
Well, I gotta turn the air conditioner on, boys. It's hot in here. Oh. Yep.
Wow.
I guess that sounds like her.
You know what? I'm gonna put her in my Apple Music. I'm gonna put-
Yeah, I can see it.
I'm-
Kind of a deep
I'm
voice
so
for
in
her.
love with you. I can hear her singing that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna tell her when I meet her when I go to Germany. I noticed that.
There
Germany.
you go.
So Nate, I think you're the only one, Nathan, who has for a number one.
Yep.
I am not kidding, but that one was gonna be it.
Really?
Yeah.
Mysteries of Love?
That. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Mysteries of Love.
However, if we had a sixth one, to me, the order doesn't matter, but there is another one I had as a holdout. And that is one of my favorite songs on Forever Young. Waiting for this one calling.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Now-
okay.
When they get into the violins, that's
Oh.
fun. Oh,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Getting it at
Right
Yeah.
there.
right there, baby.
Yeah, I love that.
Listen to that.
Listen to that. Amazing. And at Whiskey A Go Go, it was awesome too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
That is amazing.
Honorary mention.
This is another one I just listened to so many times. I never get tired of it. It's the build up throughout the entire song is
The
so
whole
cool.
Yeah.
the whole song. That's the song. That's Brooks, my buddy's favorite song.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Now,
You know, I think they ought to redo the dictionary, and under the word outstanding or amazing, they should put Marion's picture in there.
There you go.
that's right.
Yeah.
Ingenious.
Yeah.
he definitely has
And
a
for
very
his-
unique talent.
And for his wife, resplendent.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
She's
sweet.
resplendent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got to double check if this is non-alcoholic.
Oh, Nathan. That's
Well,
funny.
if Marion's listening, that was a compliment to your taste, Mr. Gold.
Yeah, right? I was. I didn't think you were good non-alcoholic on that one.
So, so
Doubt it.
can anyone think of any runners up or anything else we should pay attention to here? I got one.
I think we have a pretty good gamut that we covered here from all sides. I mean, I'm really surprised by some of them, but I'm amazed at the same time. It's pretty cool.
I got one final one. The beginning
Come
to
on,
this.
bring it on.
The beginning to this.
Oh. Yes.
You know what I'm talking about too.
Oh, I do.
Listen to how
Oh,
awesome this
come on,
bass is.
yeah. I have one too, actually. I just thought of one.
It's this bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming, guys.
Woo!
Woohoo!
There you go.
Drums coming in. Oh,
Yep. So, there you go.
and then when you least expect it,
Yep. Oh, man.
man, that's
Yeah.
good.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Bass
yep,
is so
yep,
clean.
That is sweet.
Yep. Great.
And this is another one that just builds and builds. This is a complicated song.
It is.
Yeah.
It's really complicated. I mean, it's just beyond me that this song even exists because it's just
Yeah.
so
It's
so
intricate.
crazy.
Yeah.
a lot of these songs and afternoons in Utopia, at least on the guitar, you know, they're not always the hardest one, but they pull off these E minor sevenths and stuff. And you got to put your
Right.
5 chords. I was watching Dave. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
man, you know, I really respect you, sir.
Yeah.
I just
I
love
have
to play
I
that.
have an honorary mention too.
Okay, what is it?
Danger Near Paradise.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. When Marion comes in with that chorus, forget it. I'm done. I'm toast. Forget it. Just burn
that's
me right now.
right.
Oh,
In your paradise.
oh.
Now just a second. Why do I only have a demo version? Isn't there an official version of this? Oh yeah, of course. It's not called Danger in Your Paradise. It's on United, right?
Yes. Oh, I just love that song. The whole feel of that song and just the way he
Well-
talks about that. Oh.
I got to get the official one. Let me find it.
That's one of the few. That's one of the few lyrics he has where he actually has a little vulgarity going on there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's just the melody of that song. Just,
Oh,
When
I
they
know
did
why I
that
can't
to
find it.
Whiskey, I about fell over.
It's because it's under Marion Gold. That's why I couldn't find
Yes,
it.
that's right. Yes, Brad.
Oh yeah, I should know that.
Sometimes I feel
This is awesome.
wherever I go.
Now this is another one. This is another one I was listening to just after I moved out of my parents' house, and it was just like, I
Yeah.
don't know, these songs. You know what else is good on United is well, say it ain't Joe is
Yeah,
great.
say it ain't so.
Yes. Okay. Yeah,
Have
I
you-
do like that one too very much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that there's another snippet in this one. Say it ain't so. So the first time he sings "Say It Ain't So," it's awesome. But later, like the volume and gets pumped up or something, and then it's just really powerful. Here. Right here. How does he get that high? That high note? It's just so cool. Okay, and what about?
Totally. That
what about-
voice in there. Oh.
I know.
What about what?
5 years. Have you guys really listened to that one?
Yeah.
That's actually a remake or a cover, I believe, of another song. I think, right?
Are you sure?
Is that a David Bowie song? Just a
Oh.
second. I gotta find out.
Yeah, that's
I hope
what
I'm
I
not
looked up. I don't
misrepresenting.
want to be quoted on that one. I love Nathan.
It's not her cup of tea, baby.
No, my cup of tea. Oh, he says it on the podcast too, like the second episode. I about lost it.
Yeah, it's a cover of a David Bowie song.
Yeah. Oh,
I
man,
think
this is
I think
terrible.
she would have killed them.
Oh man. Yeah.
So anyway, I like
Oh,
5
man.
years. It's especially at the end with the chorus,
Uh-huh.
all the people singing.
5 years, that's all we've got 5 years.
And you can hear like all the people like singing.
Sure. Yeah,
Anyways, I like that.
Yeah. It has a good sound to it. I like it too.
That song, I've kind of liked it, but I just kind of went through it. And then one day I was working up in the hills, and I was working too late. It was a couple of summers back, and the sun started setting, and that song came on.
Well,
And it was different to me then, because it was just the sun was going down and the mellow. My day was being finished. I had no more accounts to do. It's
There
weird.
you go.
It's just so odd how music and the nature.
yeah. Oh, that flows. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know, there is one final thing. What is that song on? Boy, that's embarrassing. Let me find it here. A Handful of Darkness.
Oh, dear
Oh,
God,
yeah.
That's another one. Yes.
I know Audra and I share the love of harmony.
Yes.
And when they start going, and at the end, when he's finishing up that song and they're all in harmony, and I
Yeah.
put his head
Oh,
on, I was going to put that one on there.
yeah.
Two. It's like
Goosebumps.
favorites.
Total goosebumps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's a great song. I love it.
Yeah. It's what I love the actual lyric and all that stuff in there too. Just the way he's just like a philosopher, man. I absolutely love it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I also love that entire album of So Long, So Long Celeste.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
totally. I remember the first time I popped it in, I was just like, I cranked it up and I just went through the whole thing like 10 times in a row. Couldn't
Yeah.
stop. I had to listen to it over and over again.
I think I posted that on that letter that I received from the moon base back in like 1992
Yeah,
or something like that.
yeah.
But it says, you know, Marion's currently working on his new solo album, So Long
Yeah.
Celeste. You know, that's when I first heard
Oh, wow.
Pretty
about
cool.
that. So I knew I had
Yeah.
to get that album.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them, definitely.
You know, there are certain artists that, I mean, I like their stuff. And then over the years, after their contracts go out, obviously I'm not going to name any names, but when their contracts wear out, some of them get more mature, but their music I just don't care for as much. I really honestly
That's a
can't
good point.
state that with Alphaville. But the thing that's really neat is my point was I still buy their albums. Just
Mhm.
ask me. I've had them. I liked them. I kind of
Yeah.
want to support them. But no matter what Alphaville came out with, or specifically,
Yeah.
I would still just buy it just to have it. Say, yeah, I
Yeah.
own
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm with you on that one. I totally agree.
Yeah, when that symphonic recording's announced and on Amazon,
Oh,
ordered the
Yeah.
LP ordered the LP, ordered the CD, ordered
Yep.
everything I could possibly order for that thing.
Yeah.
I still gotta get the hard
Amazing.
copies for it, but once I saw it coming out on, because I do most of my stuff digital on my Apple, and I guess I didn't read it enough, and I saw there, because when you do your favorites on the Apple, it'll just pop up, hey, you listen to this, where you want that? And I said, of course. And so I did it, and it said, okay, pre-order done. I'm like, oh, pre-order?
Yeah. Yeah, there's only like 2 songs available now.
I know, and I'm still waiting. When is that thing supposed to be out?
23rd of September.
Yep.
Oh gosh, that's forever. Wait, in Alphaville time, that's forever.
It's
Well-
worth waiting for.
I know.
Well, I mean,
I bought the whole shebang to the entire collector set.
in Alphaville time, it's usually like 4 or 5
Yeah.
years between an album. So
Thank
we
you,
only have to wait
Brad.
a month or 2. It's not that
That's
bad.
Thank you, Brad.
True.
That is so true. Oh, that's so true.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, but I mean, the popularity of this band coming up again, like, it's just amazing after all these years. I mean, they're touring and stuff, and people are just there. It's nuts. I mean, the 80s stuff comes out, and people go, "Hey, I know Alphaville," and then it's just like the lady in the store when I got the CD where I found the cassette tape recently. She goes, "Oh my God, I love them! Now I need to go home and listen to all that all over again." I'm like, "Lady, you have no idea." Oh my God! I said, the last version of Forever Young that came out was Beyonce and Jay-Z, and it went platinum in like 3 days. It was ridiculous. She goes, "Yeah, I heard that one." I'm like, "Alphaville 101." She's like, "I know." We started talking for like 10 minutes about Alphaville, standing there, showed her my tattoo, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm jealous." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." But it was just one of those oddities, out of the blue like that. And I just put the cassette tape on top of the books that I was buying. She's like, "Oh my," just the way she said, "Oh my God, I love Alphaville." I'm like, "Lady, you have no idea who you're talking to right now."
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
And she didn't. She had no clue. Yeah, I think, there's been so many songs that Alphaville has done that I love. I mean, there's like that 10 list that we did. I mean, that was so almost impossible for me.
Yeah.
But the one song that sticks out to me where I really like how Marion did on his solo albums is "What Is Love." I just think that song is so romantic.
Okay.
The distance, it's unbelievable.
Oh
Yeah.
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 He's really got a
Yeah,
way.
I do like that
It's the question to the
song.
world,
Yeah. And he says cool things too, even though he
Yeah.
probably doesn't mean it to be like that, like on Sweet Needles of Success.
Yeah.
And he'll say, "I got a gun. I put it in."
Yeah.
All these little
Oh,
things.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full blast, man. Full blast. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, there's very little. I can't think of anything that Alphaville's come out with except for maybe a few demos that don't really do that much for me, But I mean,
Yeah.
just about everything they've officially come out with, I think is just top notch. So
Yeah, I agree. Well, I still have, but the one song that most people don't want to talk about is the Christmas song. The German version of that is 1,000 times better. The lyrics are so much more meaningful than the English version. I want to pitch slap Marion about that one.
oh
But that's
really?
a song oh, dude, you have no idea. I need to kind of translate it for you guys. And he sings it with Carol Gott, who was a Czech singer that was very famous in Europe. He sang in German and Czech, mostly, and there's a version that they do that version together in German. It is
wow.
it's about hope, and it's just the English lyrics don't come close. I have to disagree with Marion on that one. Normally he writes better in English, but that particular song is 1,000 times better in German.
Interesting. I guess some things don't translate that well. I do love that song. I love the English version.
That's a gorgeous song.
Yeah, it is.
I don't-
It's the only Christmas song he ever wrote. But if you hear the German version of that, I can translate it for you guys. It's just one of those things where you're going, "Huh? What happened? No, stop! Don't say that in English ever
What?
again.
It's a
Don't."
totally different thing.
Yeah. The
Wow.
lyrics are completely different. Completely different. And it's just the way he talks about, an old man walking down in the park in the snow, and he looks up to the sky. It's frosty, it's nasty, and it just has a big smile on his face. It's about hope. The song is really about hope in German, and it's so different from the English version. I'll get to it. I'll translate for you guys, because you can see it side by side. You're like, that's not the same song. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a Christmas song either way, but it's not the same lyrics at all in English as it is in German.
Yeah.
That's
That
why
is-
I kind of went,
You know, I think it can be done in music too. I don't know if you've yet seen it, but years ago I read the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And
Yeah.
one of the inside things that they showed a picture, and you know, one person could see a old woman and another
Yeah.
person could see somebody else. And
Very
part of the
famous.
thing on that, I mean, some of these people, when they did this originally, they did it, and people, they went to these high-end Ivy League schools, and people were seeing both the same things, but it got so not competitive, but that people couldn't see the exact same thing. They were getting upset, calling their moms names and that kind of thing. And the whole idea behind that book is that, well, two people can see the same thing and still be right. And I think music sometimes might maybe kind of do that, especially when a person comes from a different area, because with Marion, you know, he was from Germany, and then, you know, when I first heard, you know, I mean, it was like West German, you know, kind of stuff. And all of the things that go in there, that I just love the beautiful sound and things like that. Like that example of the 17th of June. To us, hey, that's a cool day. We're going to be in summer. And but boy, to them, I mean, living that life and going through all that kind of stuff, I can see, like what Atra says, it really would make things different.
Right.
Like, I was not upset, but I was a little let down. In fact, I remember telling Brooke when we went to the hotel after we got done with the whiskey, and I said, man, that Atra, she knows everything about Alphaville, and that's kind of cool. You know what she told me? And he's like, what did she tell you? That Marion Gould doesn't like the song Universal Daddy. He hates it. And Brad's like, Brooke's like, what?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? That song is awesome. And that's what I thought too. And I just said, man, you know what? I'm really loving all these people here, but now I'm kind of afraid to find out more. It's kind of like knowing how the sausage is made, kind of. I was afraid.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, because I still
he always hated that song, always.
Doesn't?
He still does.
I'm like, what too? Because that's a great song.
Yeah, fans love it. That's the funny thing about that is,
I noticed
I went to 2 concerts after the whiskey, and they started playing the first couple notes of that song. The places went bananas. And every time Mary goes, I still hate this song. It was like, woo-hoo. They were cheering and screaming every single word for word. But he just sat upstage, shaking his head, going, you got to be kidding me. It's hysterical.
Well, Marion changed. A lot of the lyrics are changed. So I'm wondering if he likes it better now that he's saying.
I think he tolerates it now more than, you know, they never played that live before because he hated it so much.
I noticed instead of wish upon a star, he says, get into my car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he changes lyrics all the time because he forgets them.
That's exactly, because when I was watching him, that's what he said. He forgot the lyrics, or he'll switch over, because when he was looking, I was looking at him and I said, man, when his eyes are open, he has that one of those types where he looks like he's squinting all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how is that beautiful man reading those lyrics?
I couldn't believe he could.
Big.
I couldn't believe he could.
Teleprompters, they're really big. Yeah, that's right. Anka, the Weinstein thing. That's exactly right. I changed the lyrics. That's right. Exactly. Yeah.
How does he remember all those lyrics? And
he doesn't.
I mean,
he got it right in front of him.
Well, I mean, still though, I mean, how does he like? I mean, how is he? I don't know how he's reading that and standing up there and singing. Like, I mean, he didn't make it that obvious that he was reading it.
No.
After I would watch. Well, we were in the front row. Audra, Janet, myself, beautiful Dagmar.
Yeah. Oh man, he jokes about it a few times. One of we went to Berlin and to Hamburg, and one of them forgot the lyrics to one of the most popular songs. And I texted Dave. I said, Dave, when we go to Hamburg, you better make sure he remembers these freaking lyrics. He just died laughing. But yeah, dude, he just, you know, well, good God, he's 68 now. I can't blame him. But you know, it's funny. It's really funny. He screwed up Flame too a couple times. He flipped the lyrics in Flame on a couple of lines. He just kept going in about it. You know, everybody went, what? He just went on with it. It's pretty funny.
It is kind of weird with stuff, because years ago on, you know, not to sidetrack too much, but talking Yeah, I'm reading what Anka's saying.
Yeah. Why does something remind you of what?
Why does a handful of darkness remind me of Michael Jackson's Earth song? I'm not sure what Michael Jackson's Earth song is.
I don't know.
Really? I don't know that one either, Brad.
But if Anka said it, it's an insight.
Here, I'm going to listen to it really quick so I know what it is.
Huh.
Earth song. Here, let me play it for all of us.
Yeah.
Real quick. Let me share my screen. And I gotta do this share. Oh, share sound's already on. Okay.
Oh, the choir. Okay.
I've never heard this song before.
I have, but
I think I know where she's already going with it. I think though.
Which
it's the choir.
Is it a later part? Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The heaviness in it. Yeah, I get it.
Oh yeah.
And the message behind it. That's what it is.
Yeah, I can hear the similarity.
Yep. Yep.
Now there's also.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's the message. Yeah. I get it.
Very good.
And plus, there's also that part at the beginning. You know, what would you say about that?
Yeah.
You know,
The question.
that kid's gonna be dead. You know, but you know, and
yeah.
Asking that question. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I thought of things like that, but when Marion came out like that, I was thinking, boy, man, that's kind of brutal. I mean, I got it, but it was just, I was like, wow, huh.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's pretty heavy shit. I mean, for real, it's heavy on purpose. Just like people didn't think Forever Young was heavy lyrics, but when you listen to it and you understand the same thing in Japan, the meaning behind it is pretty dark, actually.
Yeah.
Forever Young is pretty much a middle finger to life, saying, no, who the heck wants to live forever, kind of thing. People misinterpreted that as a happy song. It really isn't.
Yeah.
You know, it is not meant that way. It's really questioning the whole thing. Why in the world would you want to live forever? That's ridiculous, you know? So it's kind of satire a little bit.
I think that, in some, not in, there's a slight similarity, not in styles and so forth, but in vagueness. I've noticed with, at least maybe because I'm ignorant, but a vagueness that Marion has with some things that have to be explained. And Sting has that too.
Yeah.
I mean, and I noticed with like the Christmas song, I'm not really a big fan of Christmas songs just because I'm just so used to being marketed. They don't really, have that. But Marion's was just like when Sting came out with that one album. It's not my favorite album, but it was cool. It was around Christmas time. They did the Christmas thing, but it was. Yeah, it's Christmas, but I'm not going to say, hey, this is a Christmas song. But he went around and did it, which I thought was really clever. And at the same point, I mean, that must give, I could see what Marion would be thinking. I mean, here's a song I absolutely can't stand. These musicians these suits wanted me to do another song. So I had to put, I got no feeling for it and do that. Yeah. I know how he feels about that through a lot of his, through his lyrics. And then when I was listening to an interview, one of my favorite albums that Sting ever did was one of the least ones that ever sold. And I always thought that was like my favorite all this time. And it was my favorite album. Yeah. I loved that. And it's complicated and stuff. So it's funny how people have that. And in a way, Universal Daddy probably wouldn't be very bad. I mean, I'm not making any suggestions here or nothing, but it's almost like an Alphavillian song. Any boy from any nation, any girl can drive my car. That's kind of all how we feel with each other. You know?
Oh, the lyrics is the one why he hated it so much, because they were pressured to come up with another hit song. So he just wrote some crap down, basically, in his words, and he's like, I hated it. It was stupid. He didn't have enough time to literally think everything through and put it the way he wanted to. That's part of the reason why he just can't stand it.
Wow.
They were so rushed.
And one of the reasons why I like it, just the name, the Universal Daddy. Oh, yeah. I like the idea that you've got this divine being that expresses itself as being love, and everyone says, oh, that's a God of vengeance and this and that. But in a way, hey, Universal Daddy. Yeah. He's approachable. Yeah, I like that part of it, and I think it's accurate.
Yeah.
And I
Absolutely.
think that was just his crap song.
Yeah,
Oh,
right? Oh God. It
well,
was-
I love it.
it still makes me laugh. I don't even know this, but Brady told us that if they would do like an encore doing the whiskey, what we all needed to suggest was Universal Daddy again, just to piss them off. I was like,
So
Brady, you're
mean.
mean.
I would want him to do either Sweet Needles of Success or What
Yeah,
Is
right.
Love.
Oh man.
I'd love to
So
hear
funny.
that just with Dave. Just Dave doing an acoustic guitar, maybe a
Fair enough.
Spanish guitar to mix it up, and
Mhm.
Marion to let that beautiful voice that God gave him just
Yeah.
go.
That'd pop.
I wouldn't be surprised if some angels came out of the periphery, gave him that little background.
Could happen.
Awesome.
I know. If it would
That's
happen, it
awesome.
would happen that night.
Yeah. Oh
Well,
man.
I think Dwight would have approved of this podcast here. I think he would have really, really loved some of these picks that we played, and probably would have got more excited about these things than we did.
True.
But yeah, Dwight, really miss you, man. Wish
Yeah. We do.
Yeah.
wish you were here with us, and I'm sure you're doing better things.
Yep. Agreed.
So I think this concludes this podcast. You guys have any final remarks?
No, just I mean, I appreciate you doing this, Brad. I was kind of really taken back first, and we've talked about Nathan a little bit too about how we continue drawing through the legacy, and this is a great way to do it. So I really appreciate you doing this, and then we should continue to do more stuff. Just come up with different topics and just literally continue this, you know, in his honor too, and for us too, not just for him.
That's fine by me. I mean, we could do an informal thing, and I mean, we certainly have a connection because of our love for this music.
Yes.
So I think you know, I'd love to keep on doing it, and you know, it was so awesome to see everyone in person. I mean, I wish I knew you guys as well as I do now, and then we were gonna have the Whiskey A Go-Go get together now. It's like I
Right.
felt like I was spending
Oh my
more of my
goodness.
time like trying to get to know you guys there
Right.
than actually hanging out and like enjoying
Yeah.
my time with you. You know what I mean?
I hear you, man.
So but you know, I think it would be awesome if we could somehow like get together in person
Yeah.
again. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there'll be an opportunity in the future.
Sure.
We'll just have to look for it. But I know it's tough. We're all like spread all throughout the, you know,
Yeah. The universe.
throughout the world, throughout the universe. Anka, do you have anything to close with?
She left a message. I think she's unable to speak at the present moment.
Okay, I know it's early for her, but hey, Anka, really appreciate you being here.
Yep.
And
Thank you.
you know, that's
Sure.
a big sacrifice to get up early to hang out with us. So that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yep. Agreed.
And thank you,
Nathan.
Nathan. Thank you, Atra. It's so awesome.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
boys.
for doing this, Brad. I'm very grateful also. Oh, from Anka to everyone. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you all so much.
So much.
But yeah, thanks for doing that. And I'm sure that that Dwight would have approved.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And
Agreed.
And I'll try to post this somewhere. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, so we'll find out. But I know Janet would love to see it, so I'll get it up on my
Appreciate
YouTube
it.
channel.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, send us the link when you
Alright.
post it so we can you know, share it.
Yeah, I'll share it. I'll share it in the Alphavillians group.
Yeah.
If YouTube
Appreciate
doesn't ban me for posting copyrighted material, we'll see.
Yeah, right. All right, boys. Have a good one.
Okay. Bye bye.
good night. Guten Nacht.